This could be the real deal, boys. Let's do it.
Welcome to the Week 13 running shit show that is the Eagles season. Nah, I'm just playing. The Week 13 recap, Week 14 preview of our bird season. We are joined today, as we always are, with my man, Big J.A.
Yo.
To my left, Sammy C.
What's going on, y'all?
Joined by a reoccurring cast member, as always, my homie, Jay Valdy. Talk to the people, my man.
What's happening, fellas?
You know what's happening. The shit be sinking, but we still trying to get the shit right. But I don't know if we can, but we gonna see. Fellas, as we always do before we talk shit about these fucking birds, let's take our shot.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. I should have took a fifth. I should have took like 5 shots.
Oh,
Jesus.
boy. I think that's what we all need.
I think so. We all need it, right? So, fellas, let's talk about it. Our birds flew out to L.A., which was a home game, and played the Los Angeles Chargers, losing in overtime. We're going to start it off, as we always do. It was another weird fucking game. We seem to just... when was the last game that was just like normal, somewhat normal? The Giant game?
Yeah. I was going to say,
What week was that?
Before the bye.
It's like week, 7, 8?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, that was the last somewhat normal game, because then none of them been normal since then. So, fellas, let's go around the room. Let's talk about it. You know what? We're going to switch it up a little bit. I usually start to my left with Sammy C., but his face is a little red from that shot. So I'm going to start with our special guest, Jay Valdy. What did you think about the Birds matchup against the Chargers? A loss in overtime.
Kind of tore apart here because on one hand, I feel like we dominated every part. Defense. I think the offensive line played better. I think the running ball was better. And then there was our quarterback. And that was obviously the big difference in the game. And to me, you're never going to see that happen again. You should never see that happen again. But he hasn't been playing good. And I think it's been easy to point the finger at Patullo. And I think it's been the easiest thing to say, oh, it's the offensive corner and all that. But the way Jalen Hurts played this past Monday night, he's been that bad. The whole year he hasn't been himself. And it's crazy to say because 10 months ago he was in the Super Bowl. He's a Super Bowl MVP, lights out. Phenomenal. But there's things he almost looks like he has a concussion out there at some points.
Damn.
And he's just out there and I think this I don't know, it just might be just me talking crazy and making something up. But
we like talking crazy
this
on the
to
Reggie
me
Jerome
almost
podcast.
was like Patullo and Sirianni saying, all right, this is the offense you wanted to see. You wanted to see us use the middle of the field. Well, I'm going to show you it. Maybe this is why we couldn't call these plays. Maybe why this wasn't happening. Because maybe he can't, I hate to say it, maybe he can't read the middle of the field. Maybe he can't read a defense like that. And you guys been calling for it, wanting to see it, egg in my house, because I'm not calling plays over the middle of the field. But now you see it, and then, I don't know. I think like I said, I don't think it ever happened again, but he looked bad, and it's been a problem for the whole year.
Jay Valdy coming in hot.
Yeah.
I love it. J.A., it's on you.
Yeah. Definitely Jalen's worst game.
Ever.
Yeah. That's not the game he plays. I will defend him a little bit because while we did use the middle of the field, which I've been screaming from the mountaintops for, you're still, I just don't understand why we have 2 wideouts or a wide receiver and a tight end on the same side of the field running the same route.
Happened a couple times.
If you're going to throw into the middle of the field, well, wouldn't you think it'd be a great idea to not congest the middle of the field? I think the one that Jalen threw high, that AJ Alligator armed, which should have been caught. I think Goddard was in the vicinity. I'm just like, I don't understand it. I mean, to me, it'd be a lot, especially AJ. You get him with space. You saw it, once or twice. That first defender's rarely taking him down. He's too strong. But regardless, not a great game by Jalen. And even as bad as a game as it was, he put the game-winning touchdown in A.J. Brown's hands. And he can come away with it. As a ball, A.J. probably catches 9 out of 10 times. Defender did a great job as well.
That goes back to what Jay Valdi said. You're kind of like torn because for every action that caused them to lose the game, there were some actions that should have caused them to win the game, and that was one of them. But continue.
Yeah, I mean, we got to, Jalen's got to protect the football, but we got to catch the football too. Crucial drops, crucial penalties, shooting ourselves in the foot. A touchdown, Mailata holding. I don't necessarily agree that it was the correct call, but that was the call on the field. Took away a touchdown, a missed field goal. For as bad as a game that we played, it's still a game that should have been won.
Sammy C?
No, I mean, I agree with what they both said. The touchdown that we had that was called back, the missed field goal, that's 10 points right there. I mean, that just puts the game out of reach to begin with.
Yeah.
Not really getting Devontae Smith involved. I don't know if they were doubling his side. I haven't watched film yet, and the thing I didn't understand, yes, the run game was better, right? But you had 2 plays back to back that Saquon ran for 10 plus yards. That was to the outside. And then everything else, it seemed like up the middle, maybe 2 yards, maybe. If not, hit behind the line. I didn't get it. Jalen Hurts did play the worst game of his career. But we are talking about, I've listened to 94.1 today, and they were like, oh, well, I think they got a QB problem. Yeah, you are right. Jalen Hurts has not played himself this year, but you can't put it down to we need a QB change. You don't. You're talking about a QB that brought you to 2 Super Bowls in the last 3 years and was an MVP last year. So,
yeah, as prideful as a fan base we are, we sometimes can be ungrateful. Do we need more years of Kevin Kolb and Sam Bradford and Mark Sanchez?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's what we are right now. We're ungrateful because Jalen Hurts ain't playing that well.
But and yet we still have a winning record. We're still the top in the NFC East, and you would have thought that we were 3-12 and got the 3rd pick in the draft.
Spoiled, bro. There's nothing wrong with being spoiled, though.
You're absolutely right.
We spoiled because we see what they can be, what they are, and what they aren't. But I get what you're saying.
To call for a man's job, I mean,
it's not time for that.
No. That's way beyond even a thought for this year and even next year, I think.
Yeah, I don't see that either.
I understand, we see Tanner McKee go in there and he's won some games late in the year. But it's a totally different offense. It's probably a dumbed down offense. You're not running with Tanner McKee like you are with Jalen Hurts. Everything changes. So, to think that you're going to run the same offense with Tanner that you do with Jalen, probably not going to happen.
Well, the people that say that on radio, they want this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the reason why they say that. So anybody who has any semblance of intelligence about football knows that you're not going to take Jalen Hurts out for Tanner McKee right now. Something would have to happen. He'd have to get hurt, or he'd have to do this like 3 more weeks in a row for it to happen. I just don't see that happening.
You're not putting, what is he making, $38 million or whatever it is? You're not paying that. You're not putting that on the bench
for all the money. Yeah, it's not happening.
only positive thing about that game, really, if we do want to talk about it, is the defense. They had 7 sacks, you know. Adoree Jackson looked like he was fresh out of South Carolina.
You mean Adoree Deion Sanders Jackson? Phew, man.
Yeah.
He was on fire. Yeah, the defense was lights out.
There was really nothing. I
Yeah.
mean, you're asking the defense to play 5 quarters at that point,
Yeah.
you know. You're going to get tired at some point.
And they still buckled up and they held them to a field goal at the end. They did everything. You couldn't ask them to do anything else, bro.
Nope.
They got them the ball back. The Birds got within 30 yards of winning the game. The defense didn't have shit to do with that,
The
bro.
ball should have been thrown to fucking Goddard. Oh my god.
The thing I do,
The more and more
I
I,
have to
watch
agree
it, the
with-
more and more fucking
Yeah, it's
it
hard.
just pisses me off.
yeah, I got to agree with Nelson, though, what he said. He said something that, you know, caught my attention. And Tyler Steen is really ass.
Oh my god.
It's pretty bad.
It's bad.
Yeah.
But Mekhi Becton really didn't play that well either for the Chargers either. So, but
I think
still,
Beckton's a better run blocker than Steve is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's about it. And we're comparing different types of apples. We're not even comparing apples to oranges because they weren't very good, to be honest with you.
yeah.
Oh, and the other thing that goes to losing this game, the play calls got to get in sooner than they are. You know, Nelson was screaming about, well, why is he taking that sack? How do you not audible out of this? And we explained it to him. He's getting to the line of scrimmage with 10 seconds. So
Sometimes less.
you can't do that. You're giving yourself 0 time to analyze what's in front of you.
Jay Vowdy, you should have just stayed asleep. Not even.
And that's
woke
That's
up for
not-
that
We can
game.
get. I mean, like I said, we can get into it.
Oh, we can get in.
Right
Hey,
now. I don't.
That's why we here.
I ask myself, what does Jalen Hurts do well right now? What does he do well? I mean, I think this is the team we are, and it's the team we've been all year, and it's finally catching up to us. I mean, you look at the games in the beginning; it's catching up to us now. I mean, we were getting away with it for longer, so we avoided this question. Like I said, I just don't know what Hurts does well.
Right now.
Right
You
now.
just don't
Right
know
now.
what he does.
Yeah, I don't.
well
Yeah,
right now.
exactly. I don't know.
It's hard to name.
Well, I'm gonna marry both of the things that you had together about what he doesn't do well and one of the issues you have. And one of the issues you really have is the route running, and you often see receivers in the same spot when they're running these routes on these plays, right? That's play calling, but there's a reason why that's being called, and it has to do with what you're talking about. And that is we're cutting off half of the field. He can only read half of the field at this point. So we're running these routes so that he can see at least 2 to 3. And if you watch them, it's always 2 to 3.
Mhm.
Whether it's Goddard and Brown and Barkley underneath, 3-way go right here. Let me get the ball to one of these guys so I don't have to flip my head around to go to the other side of the field.
Shit, we seen it in the game.
That's what the problem is. And I'm not really sure that was always his problem. Like, he didn't seem like he was taking this long to process information. I don't know if he got a concussion or not, but it just doesn't seem like it was taking him this long to.
No, he's definitely not getting through his.
He's just not.
I think if I had to put a number on, I think maybe 3 times all game he went through all his progressions.
Yeah.
It seems he just caught height and he was just one side.
He's locked in.
He couldn't turn his head.
That's why
He
this,
couldn't turn his head.
that's why the 7-yard slant always works, because he knows the guy's 10 yards off of him. 7-yard slant, I'm just going to get the ball the fuck out and bang right there. That's why the play to Smitty in the previous game was so weird to me, where he threw it behind him, because he makes that throw more times than not.
Well, that was on. There was a mic'd up on that. Jalen thought he was going to sit.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I did see that.
Jalen
Yeah.
thought he was going to sit.
Got you. Yeah.
But then again, to your point, I mean, on that same play, he was locked in on Smitty on that same play, and Goddard
he
was
miss?
going down the
There you
middle of
go.
the field. And I mean,
Yeah,
nobody
I
even
mean, can't blame him for that though, because they were all wide the fuck
right.
open.
No, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I think what you said on my pick to Smitty this past game, he was locked in on Smith the whole time. It was a comeback route, and all they did was read his eye, and he came out and he picked it off. I mean, it was just they just locked in on him, and fortunately, that's what happens.
Yeah, so that coupled with the fact that there may be some offensive coordination deficiencies, but quite honestly, this week we can't really bang that home that much because
No, I mean,
game
should have been won.
There were guys open. The scheme
I
wasn't
would-
bad.
It
It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
When Jalen zipped that ball into Smitty in overtime, I was ready to forget everything that happened. I was like, "Oh, we winning this game."
Oh yeah, that was a dart.
That was you.
Dude.
You couldn't ask for a better window, a tiny window, and he just fit it in there. I was like, "Oh yeah, we good."
Yeah, the scheme was weird, but it was good though. I'm saying the scheme it looked better than it has been.
It looked different.
Remember
That's what I'm
when
saying. I
Jalen
think it was
Hurts
the
he
best.
called height. He rolled out of the pocket, throwing on the run. I was like, yo,
ain't
that's
seen that
like
all-
the Alabama game.
Like
Ain't
I
seen
don't
that all year.
I don't
Right.
know if we know, but I don't know if people understand how difficult that play was when the entire defense knows that's where you want to go with the football.
Mhm.
Like everyone knew that's what they wanted to do. They had to pick up a first down.
Mm-hmm.
And it was perfectly placed, perfect route, perfect catch. Jalen Hurts didn't scheme that up. One of those two guys on the side did.
Yeah.
So at times it was perfect. And it wasn't as bad as it's been in previous weeks. So that kind of like goes into our next segment. We can't blame Kevin Patullo this week. I know he's been a whipping boy. I'm almost certain that the play calling was 50-50 this week. I think he was doing half of it, and I think Nick might have been doing half of it. There had to be something because it looked too different. What Jay Valdy said also may be true as well, and that is this is why we couldn't be doing this, because maybe they know that the guy they have at QB1 right now, he can't process a lot of these things to make these plays. I would hate to think that at this point in your career that you have to dumb down the offense for your quarterback, but it might be true. I'm not putting that out of the realm of possibility. I don't know.
So now, let me ask: you don't know. So there's so many things that can play a part in that. Is that scheme? Is it play calling? Is it bad offensive line play? That, after a certain point, you're like, well, I know I don't have time to go through all my progressions. I'm going to narrow it down to these 2 or 3 and see what happens.
I think it's a lot to do with that. All right, so take for instance the Patriots when they had Randy Moss and Tom Brady, right? It was a ton of go routes. What do you need for go routes? Time, right? So when they would run they ran a play I hardly ever see, which is like a 15-yard dig. They would let him run 15 yards and come back. Usually it's like 7, 8, come back real quick, boom, get that ball out. Tons of protection. You can do so much more when you have a ton of protection. It's not rocket science. So I think it's clear that they are placating the offensive line deficiencies, and they're married to Jalen and his deficiencies, which is leading to what we're seeing now. They can't run the ball. So when you can't run the ball, why would the defense do anything other than drop everybody back when you can't run the ball? It's not rocket science. So, all right, you can't run the ball against 4 or 5? I don't even need to blitz you. I just drop everybody back. You figure it out. Are you smart enough to figure it out? I think we're seeing that he may not be smart enough to figure out some of the shit needs to get figured out. But it's also on them. What they need to do is change the shit. How many times do you see, when's the last time you seen Jahan Dotson in motion?
Rarely.
Rarely, right? We would all say that he's probably the fastest wide receiver they have, right?
Yeah.
Smoke screen, jet sweep, it don't always have to fall on Smitty and Devontae. It just doesn't.
That's why you have a wide receiver 3.
Yeah.
But they don't use them.
One of the most creative plays that they ran, I haven't seen it since, was they called a check screen to Dallas Goedert to score the touchdown.
Yeah,
You remember that?
The shovel pass.
When's the last time they run that play?
The last time he scored.
The last time he scored, right?
And they did it twice that game, I think.
Right. It worked.
Because it worked.
Yeah. So I say all that to say there's a comedy of errors going on with the team, and I'm not really sure if either one of them trust each other. I don't know if Jalen and the receivers trust the OC. None of them trust the offensive line, that's for sure. And why should they?
No, they leave him out there. Jalen was getting fucking smacked this week.
To his credit, he stays in the pocket. He takes the hits. But at the same token, something has to happen offensively when your line is so bad. So I'll ask you guys, if there's a fault pie in this, do you fault the OC head coach for not coming up with that? Or do you fault Jalen for not adapting to what's going on and doing what needs to be done on the field? Because there are guys open. So I'll start with you first.
I'd probably have to say Jalen.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it just doesn't look like he's reading everything. When it comes to, who's open, who's not open, just like in that game, he looked like he was forcing shit.
I can't get this concussion thing in my head.
Yeah. I seen a picture of Jalen, but it was his head cap that he wears over his eyes.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I mean, I just have to keep it simple. Just go with Jalen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
J. Valdi?
Yeah, same here. To me, it's Jalen too. I mean, even though we can go to the last play of the game, I mean, that was just an unnecessary forced throw. And when he had Goddard on the outside. He could have just dumped it off to him and lived to see another down. It's not 4th down. The game's on the line.
Stack route. Stack route because this is where you read.
Correct.
There's your 2 stacks. Hit one of them.
Right. Exactly. So like I said, I mean.
Yeah, I think he was assuming they were going to try and jump to Dallas Goedert route. It was a hell of a play by the defender.
It was.
They had to jump backwards
absolutely.
and get a fingertip on that
But
ball.
it wasn't 4th down.
Right.
No,
that's like I said. If the game was on the line, I could see it all day.
live-
I get it.
to
That's a tough throw to make.
was it first down?
Second down. First down,
First
right?
down.
First down, yeah.
Yeah, because that was after the Smitty, right?
Yeah, that
Smitty
was
across
first.
the middle.
Yeah.
But then again, you had fucking 3 minutes. Why are you not running the football?
I get it. Yeah, that too. And then, thank you for bringing that up. I would have told you guys last year we had the ball on the second
No,
2-yard line.
I was just about to say
2-yard
that, too.
line.
Here we go.
First down.
Yep.
Anybody here? I mean, I could ask anybody who doesn't know a thing about football, but they know this play probably. What play are you calling? We don't try it at once anymore. You're on the 2-yard line. You can't touch. I mean, one time. Try it. I know it hasn't. But come on.
We were saying
mean,
the same shit.
I-
watching
well,
the
I-
game. I got two
give
plays
the ball.
for that.
I said give the ball to Saquon
So,
because
yeah, I could even do that. But the tush push is that dead. Like it's
it's not that it's dead. We talked about this last week. We think teams are figuring it out. You keep a defender on the side. Wherever Jalen ends up, you go after the football. And it's proven to
Yeah.
work.
I would have still tried it, though.
I would
Yeah.
one time.
Well,
One time.
Once.
And they changed the way Burrow's tush is getting pushed. Pause. They would have 2 guys behind him.
Yeah.
They changed it to 1. So he's not as protected.
It's terrible when you got 2 guys behind you trying to push.
Listen,
It was working.
it worked for them. I ain't trying no shit like that, but
Yeah, man.
it worked for them.
Okay, here's my to add off of that because now we're going to talk about it. You're calling a run play from the shotgun.
That too. You know
Get
what?
under center. You can either hand it off to Saquon, or why don't we pull what's the head coach for the night? Kyle Shanahan,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Why don't we use a fullback? We have one, I think.
Yeah, he's like a tight end, but whatever.
But
Don't
okay,
matter.
but that's an extra blocker
Sa-
for Saquon.
Exactly. But I was gonna save this for later. But this goes perfectly into what we're talking about.
Okay.
Eagles offense in shotgun Monday night, 51 plays, 4.2 yards a play, 2.2 rush yards a play, 5.2 yards pass, 4 interceptions. Eagles offense under center, 15 plays, 10.2 yards a play, 8.8 yards per rush, and 16 yards per pass, 0 interceptions.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is your stat
Of the week.
of the week.
Okay.
How do you see something that works and just stop?
'Cause
I don't get it.
You said 15 plays? That was the 15 plays that were scripted.
I have a question.
Like,
But like, how does something work so well? I mean, 8.8 yards a rush.
Now, do we think that's Jalen not wanting to be under center? Or do we think that's Petula?
that's a great question.
That could be one of the things in the meeting when he's not comfortable with that.
Yeah.
He's not comfortable being under center. He wants to go from the shotgun. That's what I think. That's what I think.
But at the bare minimum, if you're running the fucking football, you should feel there should be no level of discomfort there.
I agree.
Well, that
Simple.
also might go back to if I'm under center, and even if it's a fake handoff,
Right.
I got to get my head turned around. I can't see
Mhm.
everything quick enough. I never even thought I would be thinking this about him, but at this point, it might be true because there's evidence, and now like we can see it. So again, he's still QB1. You know, he's still my guy, but there's something there. So great stat.
Concussion.
I'm gonna be thinking about that shit all day tomorrow too.
That'd be some shit. He ends up with
Yeah,
concussion protocol.
I definitely want to
blaming you if he goes
I
fucking
definitely,
Tanner McKee next week.
I definitely want to see more pistol. It's working.
Mhm.
At this point, Jalen, this is what's working. You might not be able to see the field as fast as you want, but guess what? Even if that's the case, it's working.
Yeah, can't deny that. Just a weird game altogether. This was the first game since the Falcons Monday night game last year where I couldn't sleep. This was the first one, and that
I couldn't
long.
sleep either after that game. I don't know why.
I mean,
I fell asleep because I was utterly exhausted, but
Nah, I couldn't.
I
just
kept
kept thinking
thinking
about
about the game for some reason.
I sat there and stared. Once he threw that pick, I just sat there and stared at the like, that really just happened. And then the way they ended the broadcast, everything. Like,
Yeah,
it was
it's
wrapped
just like,
up
okay,
quick.
game over.
Done.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, it was like, that really just happened.
Yeah, it was like, oh, wow, they lost. Gotta go. Night news coming up next.
We're on overtime now.
I was surprised you stayed till halftime to watch it. You know, after half to watch that.
I tried to break up the mojo. They lost 2 in a row. I was like, I'm gonna just stay.
I know we switched some seats around too.
Yeah, it was
That shit
everything.
shouldn't happen.
We tried everything. You know what I mean?
Took a shot before the game.
Oh my God. My daughter told me that ever since the jerseys down, they've been losing. So I started putting the jerseys back up. I said, I've tried everything. I ain't trying no fucking inflatable bunny, but I tried everything.
so get rid of that fucking
Pop
bunny.
that damn one.
Sheesh.
It didn't work. See you bye.
My gosh. Yeah.
They did. AJ Brown popped it.
Good. Great segue.
Speaking
You're
of
getting good at this.
speaking of Reggie's got to be over there.
Yeah, we get Reggie up later. Yeah, I was
Reggie on the wrong side.
full disclosure. I had a couple shots before y'all got here. So. Reggie get Jerome will get up there in a little bit. But yeah, great segue. AJ Brown got what he wanted. Ton of targets, ton of catches, ton of L's. So I'll ask you guys. Karma? Question mark? Obviously, we know what AJ is. He's a great wide receiver. But the proof is in the pudding. They stopped winning 13-10 when he started bitching about getting the fucking ball. So what's the answer? Because I don't know. Don't get me, AJ's my guy. But
I don't know. We're on a 3-game losing streak.
yeah,
ever since he did that.
but it's also tough to say because we were also all on here. You got to get AJ Brown the football if you want to win.
right. I completely understand
So-
that. So this is
It could
This
be.
is part watching what we're watching, part of us being hypocritical because we wanted him to get the ball. But we all got what we asked for. We were clamoring for that shit for weeks. And it happened. And nothing's good's
If
happened
it's
since.
Karma and she's listening to us, you got us for 3 weeks. We've had enough. We've had enough. I can't take it no more.
Bad week by A.J. Brown, right?
I mean, yes, I would say so. Like I said, like I think Joey said, the ball in the middle of the field, it hit his hands. Yes, football hits your hands, you should catch it.
He alligator on this.
Man,
Yeah, he wasn't coming nowhere near that shit.
Did
My man was like, nope, I'm good.
I think he just watched his boy Zach Ertz get lit up after having the same catch. I mean, to me, you're setting your receiver up there for failure.
R.I.P. with Zach Ertz.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
Prayers up for Zach.
Yeah, R.I.P.
But no, I think obviously
That's my boy, man.
the missing piece is Lane Johnson. We can't win without Lane.
Hey, I saw something. He's eyeing this Raiders game.
Yeah, I did see that.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I mean, he could be watching it, eyeing it, but we need to be on the field. Jeez. But
No,
yeah, great point.
Yeah. Like I said, I think it's AJ. I don't think it's him. I mean, we're still just playing bad football. I mean, how many penalties on first downs do we have that set them back?
At the end of the day, A.J. Brown doesn't cause. I mean, it doesn't cause penalties.
Right.
Stupid false starts, holding. Like, you can't expect to win if you can't clean that shit up, and they haven't been able to clean that shit up all year.
Who's to blame for penalties?
Who's to blame?
Yeah.
Head coach. Head coach and position group coaches.
Did you guys see what Cam Jurgens said?
Thank you, but I asked Sammy. Sammy, who is to blame for penalties?
The head coach.
Head coach?
Sure.
Okay.
I really don't know, to be honest.
Stoutland JUCO.
JUCO.
It's been downgraded from university.
That was the J Valdi joke of the week. That was a great one. We will be printing up Stoutland JUCO University shirts sometime next week.
You should make that a t-shirt.
That's it,
You
yeah.
probably saw that shit quick.
Sponsored by J Valdi. So you don't know. You think it's head coach.
Sure, yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I would say I'd say head coach. But like I said, it was very interesting what Cam Jurgens, he might have slipped up and said it, but after the game or something, they interviewed him and said, we have to clean it up in practice too. Practice has been sloppy, he said. He said, even going back to practice, they haven't been clean. I think they've just been going through the motions. And he tried to fix himself. He was at Chicky and Pete's last night. And he said, obviously, something's not right in practice if it keeps happening in a game. But I think what he said after the game was it's practice has been sloppy too. And I don't know if they're not. He said just running the walkthroughs, they haven't been clean. So to me, that's on the head coach.
My philosophy is you practice how you play. And if you're being sloppy in practice, it's going to translate, you know. Is it Super Bowl hangover for some of these players? I don't know. You know, the tone before the season is that it wasn't. But just because it's not for the team, that doesn't mean it's not in the head of certain individuals. But to answer your question, it's head coaches, it's head coach and position group coaches, because they go hand in hand. The head coach is the head honcho, you know. On the sideline, you're probably not talking to every coach there is. But, you know, if you're sitting there and constantly committing penalties, the head coach, you got to get in somebody's grill and you got to let them know, yo, you're not playing to my satisfaction. Get it the fuck together.
Head coach doesn't drop footballs though.
No.
Position coaches don't drop footballs.
No.
And I agree.
And listen, because we're talking about AJ Brown, I got to bring this up. He's had 3 games with 100+ yards, right? Since he's asked for the football.
Yeah.
But when he doesn't get the football, which I noticed in the Chargers game, he can't block for shit.
I don't know.
Because there was more than one opportunity for him to block. I mean, even to get an extra 2-3 yards.
Well, here's the thing. I think you're partially right. It's not that he can't block for shit. It's just that, you know, he doesn't have the football. 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 He
You think he even wants to?
Not
Bingo.
interested in it.
Not interested at all.
effort in him
Yeah,
blocking.
that's what I really meant. It's like the effort. He didn't want to be out there like blocking for him. Like
on that same field a year ago, he put on one of the best blocking performances I've ever seen by a wide
Versus the
receiver.
Rams, huh?
Yep. I don't know where that guy is.
No, it's-
I don't know where he's at.
it's there, and sometimes it isn't. Like the Saquon touchdown, hell of a block between him and Cooper. They did the right thing. Cooper was trailing AJ, kept AJ to his right side. The other guy wrapped around, and Cooper picked him up, and Saquon was gone. You know,
you mean the only touchdown that we scored was a fake tush push?
but
Why are you bringing up old shit, Sammy?
I'm sorry.
But yeah, you're right. This kind of leads me to another question that's not on here, but it just made me think about it. If you can think about, and this has to go with the coaching, players, what was the best quarter of football they played all year? What do you think the best quarter of football they played? Offense was rolling. D was lights out. I know I'm just throwing this out there to you, but if you could think of one quarter of football where you feel as though they look like the Eagles we thought we were going to get. I'll go first. The only one that pops in my head was the third quarter with the Rams. That's the only one.
that's exactly where my head was it went straight to that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
They stopped the Rams offense that was rolling, and they scored, I don't know if they scored 2 or 3 touchdowns in that quarter or close to it.
So the third quarter, they scored 2. They put
Scored
up
2?
14 points.
Did the Rams score that quarter?
7.
Okay.
They scored a touchdown. And in the fourth quarter, we continued. We put up 12. They put up none.
So that's the most concise half of football that they had all year. I would think, right? Good team. Wasn't like it was the Giants. And how long ago was that? That was week 2, right? September, 3rd week of September?
yeah, week 3, I think.
3.
Yeah.
I think it was 3.
Yeah,
3?
week-
Yeah,
week 3.
3rd week of September.
Because, we can't have back-to-back home games.
No, God
Stop.
forbid. Yeah. I heard somebody say that, you got a mini bye because you played Friday and you played on Monday. So that's kind of like having a week off.
Well, obviously a fucking mini bye doesn't help either. So.
No, mini bye doesn't help either.
It's
All right.
ever since my brother and his girlfriend went to Dallas, all hell's broken loose.
Wow. On that note, you're getting really good at this and you didn't even know. We're gonna segue into, we're done talking about last week. I can't talk about it anymore.
Well, I got some good news for you guys coming up when we get back from the break.
Okay.
So-
I've been drinking since 5:30, so I don't want to talk about the birth depressing loss to the Chargers.
Take it anymore.
Let's turn the page and we'll get to America's favorite segment. Our emails. Got one for you this week, Jay Valdi.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I'll start first. Sammy second. Jay third. Jay Valdi, you fourth. I will start. This segment is sponsored by nobody, but we'll take anybody. This is from I want to say Simon Sanders 17. Why is the second cornerback spot so difficult to pin down? Why is Cooper DeJean not playing on the outside? How did they get to this point? So, why is it so hard to pin down? Well, it wouldn't have been hard to pin down if Sammy would have started talking shit about Dory Jackson earlier, but now he's a Pro Bowler, so I think we have our second corner. No. Why is I'll answer this one. Why is it so hard to pin down? Because outside of quarterback, it is the hardest position to play on the field. I'll take that one to my grave. That it's cornerback is extremely difficult to play. 2 years ago, we drafted 2 of the best corners in football. there were 56 defensive backs drafted in that draft, and we got the 2 best ones. So that means a lot of people struck out with corners. And they just throw darts at the dartboard because it's hard to play the position. And sometimes you get a Cooper DeJean and a Quinyon Mitchell. Sometimes you get a Ringo. So why it's so hard to pin down is because it's a hard position to scout, evaluate. Guys look great in shorts at the combine. And a lot of guys get picks on really good teams. Some can't tackle. Some don't have the mental acumen to play the position. But the position is really, really hard to play. That's why Cooper DeJean doesn't play on the outside. He's been going out there a little bit, but like I said, he's the best safety that we have on the team, so they don't want to use him at corner. He's the best, one of the best interior cornerbacks in the league, so that's the reason why he's there. I don't think he's the same player he's on the outside. But like we talked about that night, I was talking about with your dad. I don't know if you heard. He's one of the best in the NFL at
Turning his head.
Turning his head. And when the receiver gets his hands up, he gets his hands up. You can't teach that. That's instinct. And that's something he's really, really good at. So if you guys got something to add to that, that's great. But that is the reason why it's so difficult.
Yeah, I think you nailed it on the head.
Yeah, I would have pretty much said exactly the same thing.
Sammy C, second one's on you, my guy.
This one is from Wolf Dog, 1985. So the highest paid offensive coordinator is Chip Kelly, $6 million.
Or was.
Was, because he don't have a job no more. Although his contract is not published, Kellen Moore's is said to be between 5 to 7 with the Saints. He was only making 2.5 with the Eagles. Do you think he stays for $6 million? Love the Reggie and Jerome pod. Thanks for adding that in there at the end. Yeah, I think he does stay. If we offered him $6 million, I mean, you're talking about being an offensive coordinator, you only get paid 2.5, and then that's why he went to the Saints, because we obviously didn't offer him that much money, and the Saints offered him more. So if we did offer him 6, I think he would have stayed though.
Jay Valdi, what do you think?
No, I don't think so. I think at some point all these coaches, they all have the dream and aspiration. I think their egos get a lot in the way too. They all want to be head coaches. And I think you would have to kind of do what you did with Vic Fangio, an older guy who doesn't want to be a head coach. He's older off in his career, and he's fine with being a defensive coordinator. And I think that's what you would have to do. But I think these young guys coming out, and they could show they're masterminds on offense. And I think all their dreams would be a head coach in the NFL.
Jay?
I agree with both of you. In this instance, I do think he would have stayed because leading into him agreeing to sign and be the head coach of the Saints, there was doubts, and he was strongly considering not going. So the Saints threw more money at him. But to me, I think it's a no-brainer. Unless you're really dead set on being a head coach, to be an offensive coordinator and worry about a lot less for the same amount of money. I know I would have taken that deal to stay offensive coordinator for $6 million.
I think it shows, though. I think it shows that he wanted to be a head coach. To me, he's really not a good head coach. I mean, I don't know, though.
Yeah,
You're talking about the
It's
Saints. Yeah.
Tough to tell with
Yeah,
the Saints.
yeah,
The
right.
Saints are so...
Beat the Buccaneers this week.
Listen, I do love
That boy at quarterback was balling out.
but that just goes to show you he's a good offensive coordinator.
He's a really offensive coordinator.
The plays that he was calling against the Bucks were some shit to see.
Yeah. Great email, but they left out one thing, and that is, I'm not sure, but at that point, Nick might not have been making $6 million.
Right.
True.
So you can't have your offensive coordinator making more than your head coach. So I know he got an extension, so he's making more than that now. But yeah,
A lot of intangibles there.
Yeah, you would have had to give Nick a raise, and Nick doesn't seem like he's ego driven like that and been like, I got to make 9 because this motherfucker makes 6. He doesn't seem like that.
But it's still a smack in the face.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think this is Kellen Moore's last hurrah. He'll be one of those guys that if this doesn't work, he ain't never getting another head coaching job again. So, great email. Jay, third one's on you, my guy.
Before we get into that, you said love listening to the pod. Thank you. Shit's amazing. We do it for y'all just as much as we do it for ourselves.
Absolutely. Thanks.
This one is from Arnie Keller. This is a weird question. My son asked me if he could have a B team, another team he could root for in conjunction with the Eagles. I remember being a kid, although I loved the Sixers, my West Coast team was the Phoenix Suns.
Better know why.
Did you do this growing up? Do you have other teams you root for? Are there other teams you not necessarily root for but like? To answer this question, with football, my answer is no, because the season is so short. But growing up as a kid, my father and my mother liked different teams, so naturally I kind of gravitated towards both. My first, I will always be all Philly. But like in a different sport, like in baseball, for example, I'm a Phillies fan at heart, but I do root for the Red Sox.
Mm.
But to me,
You can't gloss over that. Who was your mama's team?
my mom's boss. She likes Boston.
She like Boston?
Mm.
Okay.
But in football, the season's too short. You got to be diehard for one team, start to finish. I can understand a different sport because it's a little bit longer. They're drawn out. You're going to see more of it. You get but so much football you can watch for one team. So to me, no, a B team is not acceptable in football.
Sammy C?
I don't know.
That's not an acceptable
I
answer on the
know.
Reggie and Jerome podcast.
I'm going to say yes because I do have a B team in football. But
Choose your words wisely.
Whoa.
hey, listen, obviously,
The mute,
it's
the
all
mute button is about to hit.
it's
Go ahead.
all Philly. It's all Philly. Well, I actually, it's really not football. It's really baseball because I grew up a Yankees fan.
Mm.
I'm a Phillies fan, but that, to me, one's AL, one's NL. My dad he still is a Yankees fan. By the way, Joey, don't tell him that you're a Red Sox fan because I don't know if he knows that. But
not so much yeah, sure, I guess you could call it a fan, but it's,
I don't know. I just I've always liked watching the Yankees, because for me growing up, it was A-Rod and who the hell else was on there? There was a lot of guys on there, but it was just
same thing with the Red Sox.
yeah.
Nomar, Big Papi.
If I had to take a
Manny.
football team, though,
You don't have to. We're
no,
not
I
making
know.
you
I've
take
always
one.
I've always liked Buffalo. I don't know why. Just always I like their fan base. Really, their fan
Okay.
base they're crazy as hell.
That's
but
just like our fan base.
that's what I'd have to say. I guess you could have a B team, but just don't have a B team and it be like you like the Eagles and you like the Cowboys too. You can't do that.
No, that's unacceptable.
Well, yeah, there's levels to it.
Like for me, if you have a B team, I feel like it has to be in a whole different
Conference?
conference. Yeah.
Or let me ask you, is your son just a fan of a certain player who plays for a different team and he doesn't know how to go about being a fan of the player or being a fan of the team?
That too, because I ain't gonna bring up my player I grew up liking.
Because if he's a fan of the
Which clearly means you have to bring it up. But go ahead, Jay.
but if he's a fan of a certain player, then yeah, absolutely you can root for that one player as long as they're not in the same division.
Who was the player, Sammy?
It was Houston Texans running back Arian Foster.
Oh,
He was
shout out
great.
to Arian Foster. Won me tons of money.
I loved
Name
watching
from the
him.
past.
I don't know what it was, man, but I just loved watching him.
Could have been 1,700 yards and 20 touchdowns.
I actually had his jersey
He was a beast.
when I was younger. I had his jersey.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I ain't got a problem with Arian. He was my guy.
So
Jay Valdi.
It's not where I thought
It's on
we
you.
would go with that.
Absolutely not. I mean, if I wanted a roof over my head or food on the table at night, there better not have been another team besides the Eagles coming out of my mouth. I mean, what are we talking about here? But no, I see. Like what Joey said, what Sammy said. If you got another player on a different team, obviously we know a couple guys in the league from the hometown. You like to always see them doing good. And you can root for that, just a player. But when it comes down to it, put your big boy pants on and pick a team.
Yeah.
Put your big boy pants.
and-
I like that.
I don't know how young your son is, and I don't know if he's ready to hear that. But Jay Bowdy spoke. Yeah, put your pants on, boy. Yeah. The only
So
Yep.
for my Buffalo, it's Josh Allen. That's who I like.
You like
I've always
Josh Allen?
liked Josh Allen, even in college.
okay.
He won us a lot of money last year. I don't blame you.
Yeah, that's for a different podcast.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Derek. My bad.
No, I kind of the same thing. Like football wise, yeah, it's really hard for me to have like a B team. There were players. Obviously, I
was
love
gonna say,
football.
was there players that you liked on a different team?
Man, we'd be on for hours with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So growing up, I loved I loved the Houston Oilers. And the reason why I loved them was because they had Earl Campbell, they had Warren Moon, which was one of the only black quarterbacks that was in the league at that time. And yeah, I just loved the way they played. They ran run and shoot, which was 20, maybe 10 handoffs. The rest, Ashley Pops were out running and shoot. So all they fucking did was throw the ball. Zero defense, but all they did was run the ball. I mean, throw the ball. In baseball, it's the Dodgers. Yeah, because you know why.
Yeah, I
We've
know
talked
why.
about this before. Like growing up, because of Jackie Robinson, I really didn't have any choice. And I loved the Phillies, and my grandpa was like, yeah, that's cool. But, we watching the Dodgers tonight. It's the only game on. And they were on a lot because we didn't have that many channels. So, it would have been the Dodgers. For basketball, no. It's Sixers or nothing.
Hockey too.
Yeah,
Or nothing.
yeah, Flyers or nothing. But I get it. One of the times I was hurt the most is when my son came downstairs Christmas Day, and Noah, and he came downstairs and he had the biggest grin on his face. And he had that black and red 7 Atlanta Falcons jersey on. I was like, what the f is that? Mommy got it for me, but she told me to tell you not to say anything. And but I really like Mike Vick. I was like, I like that fucking guy too. What? All right, let's go play Madden so I can beat you 37-0. Well, yeah,
And then it was the Eagle.
yeah. Man, he was an Eagle. Oh, that was the happiest day of his life.
Oh, I bet.
Oh my gosh. He wanted to go out there with the people with the picket signs and was like, stop talking about Mike Vick. He ain't do nothing wrong with them dogs. But yeah, that would be it. Jay Valden, last email's on you, my guy.
All right, we got from Kay Melton. Hey, Reggie and Jerome. I went to my first Eagles game and it was in Dallas. Although they lost, it was great to see the Birds. There was so much tension in the stadium, such an intense rivalry. My question is it a top 5 rivalry in the NFL or sports period? Great pod, guys. Go Birds.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go
Um,
Birds.
Yeah, I would say so in the NFL. I think it is. And sports, no, I think there's a lot of great, obviously the one that comes to mind is Red Sox, Yankees. And then you look at college. College is huge in the South. It's not so big around us here, but in the South, them rivalries, they run deep. Boy.
Roll
but-
Tide.
Yeah, we'll tie Auburn, Michigan, Ohio State. That's always a great classic game. And then for the NFL, though, I would say so. I think both teams have been. Obviously, we joke around. Dallas hasn't won a Super Bowl in 37 whatever years, but they've been good. They've been a good team in the regular season, and the Eagles have been very good. And I think it's around here. It's definitely a top 5 rivalry. You see a Cowboys fan and an Eagles fan. One of my best friends is a diehard Cowboys fan, and I'm a diehard Eagles fan. We don't talk that whole week leading up to the game.
Yeah, you should.
And after whatever the outcome is, either he dreads answering the phone or I dread answering the phone, and it's it's not fun. But like I said, around here, I think it's definitely is. Also, I've never been to Dallas, so maybe actually we can get another answer from you back. But I heard if you go out there and the Dallas Eagles play, their fans are totally different. I mean, I heard they open the door for you. They're inviting you to the tailgate.
Southern hospitality.
Yeah, feeding you. Around here, you're a brave soul. You wear a Cowboys jersey to that Eagles game. I mean,
Well, I've been, and I didn't go to I've been to the new stadium, but not for Eagles Dallas game. I went to the old Texas Stadium in Irving, and yeah, it's pretty much like that.
Right.
Yeah, it's not like it is here whatsoever. I tell the story all the time, not the Dallas story, but and I'll tell you, when we were in Houston or when me and Nelson went to Carolina to see them play, it's like they're just so welcoming and it's so weird.
It's weird.
It puts you off so much. I'm like, wait a minute,
you're supposed to be talking trash.
Yeah. There was this big thing over here there was this big Modelo thing that they had it when we were in Houston. And these guys were just handing us beers. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
It's like, no, this feels weird, but yeah.
Don't wear that shit around.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I mean, we seen when we went to the Lions game, we seen some dude with a Jackson Dart jersey on, and we gave him hell. He had to get away from us as soon as possible.
He wanted attention at the Eagles game, and the Giants wasn't even playing, bro. He just wanted attention. He didn't get enough hugs when he was a kid.
Shit, just even walking into the game, there was guys wearing Detroit jerseys.
Yeah. That was Detroit, right?
Yeah, and they were getting ripped.
Yeah,
this one dude. Oh my god, he was hilarious. The drunk as hell kid where he was walking. He seen the Detroit. I thought he was going to say something. He was like, "Boo!" I was
smashed.
like, "Yeah, smashed."
I did run into a couple guys from Detroit when I was walking in with Nelson. They were okay. I mean, we still talk shit, but it is surprising to hear somebody else, say, "Oh, may the best team win." That shit ain't coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, not at all. But to get back to the rivalry thing, though, you don't think it's the best rivalry in football? Like, who else?
That's what I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't really know other. I mean, the only one that really comes to my mind is maybe Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
Yeah,
I mean, that would be the only. But
that's new.
Yeah,
if you think about it,
yeah,
that's 30 years.
All right.
How long is Green Bay and Chicago?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a long one too.
But I feel like if you talk to a lot of Dallas fans, they always say like, "Oh, well, Washington's our real rivalry."
Yeah,
like that's what I always heard. I mean, I don't know.
Weren't we the same way? We had a rivalry with the Redskins before it was the Cowboys.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think the Eagles Dallas is. I would say number one.
It's definitely up there.
It's up there.
Yeah.
The only one that might actually overshadow is probably Green Bay and Chicago.
Yeah.
Well, see, the difference with that is, for as storied of franchises they are, Green Bay, ton of winning in the early part of the, 75 years or 80 years of football. Chicago, not so much. Right. So to have a rivalry, you kind of got to
beat up on each other.
Be good at the same time. I think when people say that about the Cowboys and the Redskins, yeah, they kind of ran the 80s.
That's why. Right, that's why.
Even if they didn't win a ton of Super Bowls, they kind of ran the 80s. It flipped in the 90s with us and the Cowboys. And I think it's been like that for us ever since. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you think about it, because we talk a lot of shit. I mean, talk about Dallas fans. I mean, I always get hyped when it's always Eagles Cowboys.
Oh, Cowboys week.
Yeah, it's just different.
It's different for us, and
I got a coworker that whole week. I have to talk to him because he works for me. But the first words out of my mouth every fucking day is "fuck you, go Birds."
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, when the game's like, "Oh, it's Eagles Giants," we don't really. I don't know. I don't talk like that
because they've been so bad.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think it is Eagles Dallas.
Well, I mean, we talked about it on a previous pod. They'd have to win out for the next 9 years to even become.
I think it's a round robin thing though with the just the NFC East, and we would say that the NFC East has the biggest rivalry.
Yes,
right?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they're the only conference, the only division in football where everyone's won a Super Bowl. The only one, multiple as a matter of fact. They're the only. No one else has all four teams that have won a Super Bowl. So you got to have something like that to have it at a rivalry. As far as overall rivalries, you kind of hit it on the head. Some of those college rivalries, unless you've ever been down south and seen some of the things that happen on Alabama Auburn week, is just, it's insane. I didn't know. I flew in to Alabama one time, and I think it was like May or March or something like that. And I turned on sports radio, and they were talking about the backup tackle they were looking at to be brought in case the other guy graduated. Like a high school kid. Yeah. They did 2 hours on this shit. I'm like, huh? And then you realize they don't have nothing else to talk about, but still, like, that shit is like down there. It's fucking insane. Yeah. So yeah, Alabama, Auburn, Michigan, Ohio State, Lakers, Celtics,
yeah, that's a good one.
Yankees, Red Sox. But for football, I don't know. I'm going Birds, Cowboys. Great job, guys. As always, thanks for the emails. Yeah. Sammy, do you know where we get the emails at? Because I didn't write it on there. Do you remember?
No, I don't. No, I'm kidding. It's
because I was about to fuck it up.
DJ's Pod Network at Gmail.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know. Oh. You gotta start writing that shit back on the paper, though.
I think it is. Yeah.
Is it Podcast Network or Pod Network?
It's one of them. So send the emails to either one of those.
Just send them to both.
Yeah, send them to both. One of them's gonna get a 444 bounce back error message, but the other one's gonna come to us. So yeah, great job, guys. Keep sending the emails. We love them. We are probably gonna do a not during the season. We're not doing it during the season. But
after the season.
After the season,
we're
gonna do an all email podcast.
That's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be yeah. Well, the questions are great.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them we don't even think about. So please keep writing us.
I weed out half of them. Some of them be crazy. As a matter of fact, I might read some of them too, because some of them be crazy. Some of them be talking slick to us.
You know what we should do? I know this is everybody's favorite thing to do. You pick the emails. You always got to have one slick email in there, though.
Yeah.
Why not?
You want me to start throwing some slick ones in there?
Just start throwing some slick ones.
Y'all about to get me in trouble.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Y'all gonna get me in trouble.
Boy, because I'm telling you, boy.
Gonna get me in trouble.
Whatever y'all want to do.
That Tuesday after the Dallas game.
Yeah, well.
Y'all gonna fuck around.
Dallas fans talking.
Y'all gonna fuck around, have me have to drop a pin.
Catch me outside, fam. But nah, keep them coming. We love it. And we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back. What's up, everybody? It's your man, Big D here from the Reggie and Jerome podcast. I want to introduce you to my guys, Simply Clean 856 Auto Detailing. When you need your ride to look absolutely the best inside and out, trust Simply Clean 856. Whether it's deep interior restoration, a flawless exterior shine, or if you need to get your windows tinted, my guys at Simply Clean 856 do it all. Whether it's your daily driver, your weekend tour, or even a show car, they treat every car like it's the best. So when you need to get your ride done, check out my boys at Simply Clean 856. You can reach out to them at 856-394-0707 and let them know you heard it on the Reggie and Jerome podcast. And we're back. Guys, we flushed the chargers down the toilet. We moved on. Week 14 preview of the Birds versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Guys, there's not a whole hell of a lot to say about the Raiders, but we're going to try to say something about them. They're a terrible football team. We don't know what we're going to, or we might know. We have a little bit of information, or we think might happen, and we're going to kick the Sammy for that. Their quarterback is hurt, may or may not play. There may be a replacement for him that we've heard of.
Yeah.
Sammy, who's that guy?
That's Kenny Two Gloves. He's coming back to Philly.
Ooh.
Kenny Two Gloves,
Super Bowl champ,
walking through his Philly International with that ring on his finger. Wow.
You think they give him a standing O?
What, when he goes to Chicky and Pete's? They get one at the link.
You don't think so? You don't think they're going to give Kenny Two Gloves?
You want a Kenny Two Gloves tribute video?
A little round of applause for getting in the Super Bowl?
play his highlights from the Super Bowl.
That was a hell of a kneel, baby.
Oh, look at that man kneel. Balls. Yeah. So Kenny Pickett looks like that guy, right?
Didn't he play? He played last year, though, right? When Jalen Hurts went out
Yeah.
with the concussion.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, I think they beat the
It was
Cowboys, I want to say.
Cowboys. I think, right? Yeah. I don't know. So yeah. So we might see our guy Kenny Two Gloves. Fellas, again, it's the Raiders. Stranger things have happened.
Listen, I know our defense as well. They better have a motherfucking field day against this team.
yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna tell you right now, if we lose against the Raiders, I'm done watching.
You done?
Yeah, I'm telling you right now.
How we gonna do the pod if you don't watch? You're just gonna make shit up.
I'm flying to Florida to meet John Middleton and see what the Phillies going to do next.
Oh man, Eagles, do you see what you have done to the Reggie and Jerome podcast? We are a desperate bunch. We need a
Jeff,
win.
you ain't even
I
gonna
just
watch
need
the
a
game.
win. I just need a win, man. I just need a win.
Man, oh man.
You gonna watch the game, or you gonna go to sleep? Maybe.
Oh,
that's a 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock game,
Yeah, I'm
bro.
gonna watch.
Come on.
I'll tell you what, I like them 1 o'clock games better than the fucking primetime games. Though.
Oh, yeah.
This is our last one.
But
1 o'clock game.
1 o'clock game.
Yep. That's
Oh,
one.
unless maybe I don't know. I think the last week against the Redskins, I think we got flexed to Saturday. I don't know what time, but
5 o'clock.
5
Yeah,
o'clock.
5 o'clock.
5. I listen. It's still better than 8:15. I can't do them.
Yeah, them night games is rough. But
When's the Buffalo game? Is that 4:25?
425.
yeah. Game of the week.
That bitch gonna be cold. It was already snowing in Buffalo.
Week.
Look at us. We ain't even talk about the Raiders. We just going off.
Yeah.
There ain't much to say. I mean,
So
they're
guys,
2-11.
would you guys have a dinner? Nah, go ahead. We gotta talk about the Raiders. Go ahead.
I mean, there's not really much to say, to be honest with you.
I mean,
They traded Jacoby Myers away. They got
stop Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
Brock Bowers? Is that
Yep.
his name?
yeah, Brock Bowers.
There you
Yeah.
go. Way to get it out. Pause.
Genty hasn't done shit.
Killed our parlay, but go ahead.
Yeah.
One of them.
Uh,
What else they got?
Tyler Lockett, retirement home. Pete Carroll, retirement home.
No, offensive line's going to have one man to worry about.
Oh well,
Max Crosby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can flip a game on its head.
Well, hopefully we get Lane Johnson back
Yeah.
because it'll be from that side.
Yeah. But having him not play in the weeks and come back to Max Crosby ain't great either. I know Lane is that dude and all, but yeah, I don't know.
I still don't think he gives up a sack though if he comes back.
Probably not. Lane is that guy. So yeah, so we don't have to berate the Raiders. But we will ask this question.
Las Vegas Raiders,
What did I say?
Oakland.
I said Oakland?
Yeah.
Did he? I didn't even hear that.
I don't think I said that. I think Sammy making shit up because he don't want to talk about the Raiders. I could have said it. I don't know. But Jerry, I'm going to ask you.
That's a good question.
Did I say Oakland? No, I'm just playing. Is the season over if we lose to the Raiders?
Yes.
There you go.
It is. And the curse will live on, and the Cowboys will win the division. And yeah, that would be the history. But yeah, no, theoretically, no, it's not over. We could still win the rest. And Cowboys could probably drop another game. They're the Cowboys.
So they got
Minnesota this week.
Minnesota,
we just need to get to 11 wins, right?
we needed to win 2 of the last. I mean, they would have to win out.
Magic number's 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get to 11 wins.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And what's right now, I mean, anything is possible. That Buffalo game is going to be tough, and Washington playing them for
What?
2 times is going to be
Tough. Well,
Yeah.
that shit's gonna be an ass whooping. I think
Which one?
Buffalo.
I don't think so.
Nah, I'm not sold on Buffalo.
No?
Nah, I'm not.
Mm.
I'm not sold.
We'll get to that when that time comes, Sammy. But
My bad. We're talking
We're on
about Oakland
Raiders.
Raiders.
Yeah.
We're on Raiders.
That's
week.
right. We're talking about the Oakland Raiders right now.
Amari Cooper still on there?
Hell no.
Marshawn
He made
Lynch.
it to-
Marshawn.
He made it to one training camp practice at coach.
I heard Valdez boys coming back to Henry Ruggs.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Bring him on board.
I think
free Henry Ruggs.
I think he can come back next year.
Yeah.
That boy go off speed to that game. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh man.
But yeah,
I think the season's over.
you think the season's over if they lose to the Raiders?
Yeah.
The-
Here's my question. You think it's is it a 2023 season right now? Or is it
Getting
going
close.
to be so if we lose the Raiders, 2023 season.
Oh God, yeah.
we lose to the Raiders, somebody's getting fired. Somebody would need to be fired.
Something big's gonna happen.
It won't happen right there and then, but I think
No, it would happen after
No,
the season.
yeah.
Yeah, they can't. They can't. Yeah.
Okay, so who gets fired, you think?
That's a great question, Sammy.
Both of them. If we don't win a game the rest of the season, look what they did to Doug Peterson. I don't think Mr. Lurie would be shy to pull that trigger again.
Season after the Super Bowl?
Look what they did to Dougie P.
I can't see it, man.
Yeah, I don't.
I can't see it. OC definitely gone.
You can't see Nick Sirianni getting fired?
Not the season after the Super Bowl one, bro.
Now I think there would be some big changes on the team, the roster. I think. I mean, you'd have to start unloading money, and maybe their time has come. I mean, it's
I don't see that. They're still
Why not? Why don't you see that?
It's super talented. It's just
are they though?
yeah. That's not even a question. They're super talented.
Hold on, let's talk about that for a second. Ooh. I'll ask you first. Nah, fuck it. I'll ask you first. Where are they super talented at?
Just because it's not showing doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Not what I asked you.
Mhm.
Where are they super talented at?
What your running back, your wideouts. This year, quarterback hasn't, but he's super talented. Your DBs, defensive line. There's plenty of star power.
Agreed. Where are they talented at?
Wait, you forgot somebody. Your punter.
Oh, he's MVP.
Yo, who is that dude that said we need to talk about special teams more? You was right, my boy.
Where aren't they talented at?
Where aren't they talented at?
Because you brought it up. You got to talk about it.
Hey,
Offensive
coach.
line.
Fuck talking about the Raiders at this point. So yeah. So where are they talented at?
I don't think the offensive line is as good as we think. I don't think. I mean, yeah, obviously AJ, and they're still talent, but another year on AJ, I don't see him coming back. Honestly, if this season ends if we're talking about how it's in, AJ won't be back.
You're gonna be a Patriot.
And
That'll be AJ wanting out. I don't think that's coming from.
my other
up
one is
top.
the quarterback. The quarterback. I mean, I think we try and beat around it, and I think we look at even last year, he was what he is now. I mean, it was what he is now. I mean, Saquon,
I agree. I don't think he's any different other than some of his decision making is a
Right.
little different.
and I think Saquon really, Saquon and the offensive line led that team. And I think, yes, he had a great Super Bowl, but he had a great Super Bowl because they keyed in on stopping Saquon. I mean, I think,
but if he was a bad quarterback, he would have just had an okay game.
There's a
I
difference.
think average quarterback would have done.
There's a difference between being a bad quarterback and being super talented.
Right.
I think the answer is somewhere in the middle, so that's why I'm going to kick it to you. Yeah, you're on the fucking podcast, Sammy. This is why
I'm waiting for the question.
Oh, that's the second time you yelled at me this podcast, Sammy. Thankfully, after they lose to the Raiders, you won't be coming on here. No.
Jay Valdez gonna take my spot.
You better pick it up, boy. Got some emails to read. Yeah. Super talented or not so super talented?
Yeah, we're super.
That
Yes,
means-
we're super talented.
okay. all right.
But I do have to agree with Jeff on the QB situation.
Okay.
He's talented, but he's not playing like he is a superstar. Like they've always said. I mean, I feel like he could do a lot more than what he's doing now. I don't know where the hell it's at, but he really didn't have a good year last year. Just like Jay Valdez said. I mean, that whole offense was legit the offensive line and Saquon. We can all say that. I mean, yes, Jalen had his games last year. You still had what? A.J. Brown had 1,000 receiving yards last year also. But, I don't think he's that talented. This year I'm talking about.
So this is interesting. So, I guess what you guys are saying is the deficiencies that were covered up last year are showing their head this year. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. I somewhat agree. But I also think that there were times when he had to make plays and some throws that were elite level. The problem is that you can't, and we've talked about this before, you can't expect him to go into the phone booth and put his cape on. And that might be the problem. But if everything else is okay, you can win a Super Bowl with this guy. The year they went to the and lost, I mean, they didn't have Saquon then, right?
No.
They had AJ and Devontae, but he kind of carried them for some weeks in conjunction with them.
Who was our running back? Swift?
Sanders.
Miles Sanders.
Sanders.
Yeah. So I guess I say all that to say, if we're questioning this at this point in his career, after we've drafted him and extended him, and giving an example, the guy they played last night on Monday night has done none of the things Jalen Hurts has done. Think the Chargers question Justin Herbert being their quarterback?
I think if you give Herbert that Eagles team last year, you give him the Eagles team probably this year, you're going to see the same thing.
The same thing that Jalen's doing.
Well, it's not better. My thing is, it's year 6 with Jalen.
That's what I'm getting to, but go ahead.
Where do we see improvement? Because at this point, you're in your prime. You should be showing things that you did not so well before. You should be getting better at those things. And where do we see that he's improving? I asked this question earlier. What does he do well?
Yeah, and it's a valid question. At this point, it's a valid question. Before you could hang your hat on, he gets out the pocket, he makes these huge runs.
Before, my whole argument was he wins.
Yeah.
Okay, but now
can't make that argument, right? Well, you still kind of can.
You can.
Like J.A. said, they are 8-5. It's not like
but that's a very
they're
broad
5-8,
broad
5-8.
statement. You know what I mean?
It is.
He wins. Yes, he does. But
He does win.
Sure. But, I mean, I'm taking Jalen's winning over Joe Burrow's career.
But like I said, you got to look at the players around him. I mean, these teams
Look at the players around Joe Burrow.
Nowhere near as much talent or defensive talent.
Defense, sure, but Jamar Chase, T. Higgins.
Their offensive line's bad. No running game.
But look at the numbers he puts up.
Well, exactly.
And they
So
don't
imagine him on the Eagles.
But still,
But at this point, you're also talking about, two different sides of the coin from what you're saying. You brought the Joe Burrow thing up, but then the first thing you said was, look how talented they are. So either they're really talented or they're not really talented, or they're somewhere in between.
I think we're starting to see
decline. You're starting to see regression in what they were.
Like I said, I think we have a bigger offensive line problem. I don't know how good Cam Jurgens is. Tyler Steen, we're not sold on. Lane Johnson, you got how many more years with him? Mailata, hopefully this is just a fluke year, and he's having a bad year. He's not been playing great. And Dickerson, I hope he just has to get healthy. But other than that, I mean, I'm sold on 2 guys for your future on the offensive line. And that would be
the left side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Cam Jurgens is the answer, though.
You don't think he's it?
Mm-mm. No, not really.
Yeah, that's where I was going with all this, to be honest with you.
I mean,
then again, last year he played great.
Yeah. Okay. I would say. I wouldn't say great.
There was just something about that team.
Yeah.
I have my reasons, and but I don't know.
It's hard to pinpoint what it all goes back to. There's got to be a reason. What's the reason? We don't know. We can speculate.
Yeah,
We truthfully don't know.
we don't know, but there are things that we do know. And the things that we do know is that front is not the same front. That's a fact.
Right.
We know that for whatever reason, trades, free agency, whatever the case may be, that front is not the same front. And is that front not being the same front a microcosm that is spreading throughout the rest of the team? I mean, you can't get around it. You win football in the trenches.
Mhm.
You just do. If you can't block and you can't get to the quarterback, you can't win fucking football games. That's been like that since they started putting pigskins on the fucking footballs. So is the fact that they don't have that, and that might go back to the talent thing. And I agree with you. I'm not sure he's the answer. Cam Jurgens is the answer either.
I think you just need to. I know he's not going to come back. I think you need Jason Kelsey back. You brought Brandon Graham. Fucking Phillip Rivers. He's a grandfather. He came back to football.
Yeah.
I mean, for Cam Jurgens, don't get me wrong. That's a hard position to fill.
Absolutely.
You're talking about a Hall of Fame center. Very unheard of. A Hall of Fame center. And for Cam Jurgens to come in and fill his shoes, it's hard.
You never want to be the guy after the guy.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
And as you said earlier, I mean, we've been spoiled. We've always had, this is how he lives on. He lives on, like you said, building from the trenches. It was always a great offensive line and great defensive line. And I think we're starting to see what happens when you slack at that position.
This is the first time in Reggie and Jerome history that we completely said, fuck whoever we was playing this week.
For real.
And continued our therapy session.
So all right, well, I don't really care about
Yeah.
the Oakland Raiders. So how good was that guy that we picked up this year that the Rams were so pissed off about? Is he that good? Could he start over Cam Jurgens? Obviously, I know it's not going to happen, but
Is he healthy?
We wouldn't find out till next year.
yeah,
His
he is.
they put him back on the IR.
You need playing
His-
time, game time.
His practice window opened and closed,
And
so he's
didn't
done
we-
for the year.
Didn't we draft? Was it tackles that we drafted? I can't go all the way back to the first podcast or the
Yeah, but
draft podcast.
Like I said,
Yeah, I
very
think so.
rarely you finding a guy outside of that first round at the tackle position that's going to
Yeah.
really.
It happens,
wow
but
you.
it's rare.
there's some good ones coming out this year, but
Well, I think that's where you're going to see your first
first round
top
pick,
3
yeah.
picks might be on off. I mean, they're going to do something.
You gotta address tackle and you gotta address cornerback.
Yeah.
To me, anyway.
Absolutely.
It's either that or listen. Howie ain't going to use all of his picks. I should say
Oh, he's always wheeling and dealing.
he's always wheeling and dealing.
I
There,
would love to
listen.
be a fly on that.
We
wall.
can always. I mean, Howie can always, wheel and deal for a offensive lineman or even a corner. I mean, so
Hopefully, they're just not healthy, man. Hopefully, last season took a long toll. I mean, yeah, I'm sure it did. Saquon ran for 2,000 yards, and who you think was, what I mean? That was because of the offensive line, the majority of it.
Yeah.
And they played the longest season. I mean, they were in the last game of the NFL season.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a lot for them guys.
It's hard. It's hard when 3 out of your 5 linemen have all spent time missing games.
Right.
yeah, that too.
That is true. And, we've talked about the Mekhi Becton thing quite a few times, but I'm not really sure it's so much him as much as it is just continuity. There's just something to being said about going out there with the same set of guys every week. You think you're playing individual positions, but the line's not like that. Like, you really got to know what the next guy next to you is doing.
Yeah,
If you don't, these guys are running scot-free to your quarterback.
And that's what I think is the problem between Jurgens and Steen.
yeah. They don't know what the guy next to him's doing. Like they're not reading off of each other. They're not.
Yeah, last year was
we
like a dance.
We
They
seen
just
it on
Right.
Monday
Oh,
when,
yeah.
when Jalen Hurts got blown up by the linebacker. That's
Right
because
up.
Steen missed his
Completely
block.
missed his assignment.
Is it normal for the right guard every play to be standing up, turned around, and then before they snap the ball, he gets like I don't think I've ever seen it.
I'm glad you brought this up.
I don't
Go
know.
ahead.
It's a weird. I've never seen it besides when he does it, and he does it every play.
You talking about the indicator?
Yeah, every single play. And I don't want every other team. I don't see them doing. I don't know.
Some teams, I've seen other teams do it.
I've seen like little touches here, but this guy's actually standing up,
Well,
like,
so-
turning around, like
If he gets set, he can't do that.
right. Exactly.
So-
Exactly. But
Yeah. I'd say maybe 10%, 20% of the league maybe does that.
Yeah.
I find it weird too. I find it weird that they haven't figured out a better indicator because they do it at home too.
Right.
Why the fuck are you doing it at home?
Right.
Like you guys can't get synergy at home when you have your home crowd. You still need the indicator when to snap the ball.
I think that goes back to getting set. Like,
Mekhi Becton didn't do that last year, though.
yeah, he did.
He did?
Yeah, he did it.
But that goes back to getting your play call out with time to analyze what's going on. Yeah, you're gonna have to rush to get the ball snapped because you're not getting to the line in enough time.
Correct me if I'm wrong. We also got lucky last year because our offensive line stayed healthy all year, pretty much.
Yeah, that goes back to the continuity.
Yeah.
They had continuity on the line. Everybody knew where everybody was going to be at. I don't know if that was luck or because I don't really believe in luck like that, but they definitely were all there all the time. And again, like I was saying, they played like it was a dance last year, bro. Some of those blocks that they made for Saquon when he was running, like textbook, teach tape type shit. I don't see that this year. I see a bunch of 3 yards in a cloud of dust when they just run to the back of their tackle to the lineman. So I don't know.
All right, let's get back on track for the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah.
Las Vegas Raiders.
We've already talked about them. What do we got to do?
Because if not, this podcast is going forever.
Yeah. What do we got to do? We know we got to do. We just got to beat the fucking Raiders.
Yeah, that's about it.
Who steps up this week against the Raiders? Sammy, start with you.
Jalen Hurts. I'm hoping. I know we don't do that on here, but I mean, Jalen Hurts
sounds like you're praying.
he kind of am.
I know it's
mean-
Christmas. Lord, can we please have Jalen Hurts not throw 4 interceptions and turn the ball over?
On the same play.
Give me a stat line for Jalen.
215 passing with 3 touchdowns.
Okay. Jay Valdi, who you got stepping up this week for the Birds?
Um,
And it's okay if you want to pick the same guy, but you can pick anybody you want.
no, I'll go who we just talking about. The offensive line. That's if this is going to be the week. I mean, yes, you got Max Crosby over there, but other than that, I don't know who else they have. And this is the week for them. Just you're going to get Lane Johnson back, so this is what you're going to ride with for the rest of the season. And let me see something. I mean, make it work. Show them you're dominant still. Just prove me wrong. And like I said, let me see what if you're going to bully a team around. This is the team you should bully around. There's no reason to not bully this team.
Fuck it. Surprise all the Eagles fans.
Right.
Why not? This is it. Like Jay Valdi said, this is the team to do it against, then do it.
Because the last time they was on that field, they got bullied.
Mm-hmm.
J.A., who you got this week for your step up?
Well, a little update on Lane. He did not practice today. So
Okay. All right.
we'll see what happens. The guy who was kind of non-existent this week with the Chargers, Smitty.
Okay.
I think if he has a good game, we're in good shape. I'll give him 8 receptions, 92 yards.
Dang, he pulled out a 2.
92 yards and a touchdown.
Okay.
Who you got?
I got Mr. Barkley.
Build off of that week.
Yeah. Let me see it twice.
Uh-huh.
No. Let's see some back-to-back Saquon runs.
Was that his first? Not to cut you. Was that his first 100-yard rushing this season?
I think he had another.
I think he had another one. Yeah.
Was it? Oh, was it against the Giants? Because didn't he break one for like?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was against the Giants.
Just
60
imagine though,
something?
this time last year he almost had like 1,000 more yards than what he does now.
Fucking
Yeah,
Why you bringing up old shit, Jay Valdi?
I know.
I got another thing too.
He was on our
Just-
fantasy
we
team.
never touched it. I don't keep bringing up bad stuff. How worried are we, or when is it time to maybe move on from Jake Elliott?
Mm,
How many games in a row has he
missed a
missed
field
I mean,
goal. Or anything really, right?
yeah, I mean, yes, he's had some great kicks in Eagles history. I
You
mean,
know, I said the same thing last
But
year. Then he went into the playoffs.
Yeah, he
and
wanted to run.
and then didn't
Yeah.
fucking miss.
now I get it, but I mean, that's crucial. I mean, that was a crucial kick in this game.
We win the game.
And the guy on the other side we had before, he didn't miss one. I mean, he was money all night. I mean, it's just so many games now. Back, I mean, go back to the Bears game. He's missed kicks where they come back to hurt us at the end of the game.
That one
And
most
it's-
certainly did.
His stat was disgusting.
Yeah.
Dicker's stat from 30 to
From
39
inside.
yards or whatever.
Right.
98 for 100.
That is pretty crazy.
Well, now it's 99 for 101.
The Bears game, he missed the extra point where we came back and bite us. Said, yeah, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna self-mute myself on this one, but I didn't realize how big Dicker was. Guys, we're gonna go around and we're gonna go around and make our predictions.
They signed Xavier Gibson back today.
Did they really?
No.
Damn. I was gonna go to the link.
That's Derek's dude.
I was gonna go to the
Really?
link.
Until he seen Britton Covey. He's
I was
like,
gonna go to-
okay, I
Britton
think I
Covey
can
had
do it.
more return yards on Monday than Xavier Gibson did.
I was
all
gonna go to
season.
the link store when they opened up tomorrow morning. Can I get that Xavier Gibson jersey?
87.
They'd be like, huh? We won't even have an 8 and a 7 in the store.
Bring back a Brent Selleck jersey. You need to take the name off this.
That shit's on clearance right now. $5.
Shit, his family would be there buying them. Yeah, predictions, score predictions for the game before we get out of here.
I'll start it.
Go ahead.
31-10 Eagles. I hope.
No,
Ain't no fucking hoping.
hoping on here.
31-10.
31-10.
Yeah.
Jay Valdi.
21-10. 21-13.
Okay.
I think we got to start bringing our numbers down. We just don't score.
Yeah, that
any
is
points.
true.
Jay
We
Valdi-
hope for it.
Jay Valdi is desponding.
know-
The sky be falling for Jay Valdi.
Eagles 9-3.
Yeah, there you go.
Barn burner. J.A.?
Fuck it. 35-14.
Whoa.
It's the fucking Raiders.
I get it.
I get it too. That's kind of why I went so high, but I don't. I think
It's the
I'm
fucking Raiders, guys.
just dreaming. That's
Like,
all.
This is the game where, you know, you get pissed off and you go after a bad loss and you go on the game and you put the settings on beginner.
Oh, the run up the score game.
Yeah,
The run up the score game.
this is how the Eagles got to treat this game. It sucks for the Raiders.
Real ballers don't do that, by the way. We take our L's.
Yeah, sure, but like, you know, we've seen it.
I've done it before, yeah. Yeah.
That's how the Eagles got to treat this game.
That's what we're all praying for. That's for
Yeah. Oh.
You just got to be pissed off. I'm sorry this is happening to you, but it needs to happen.
all right.
Pause.
What's your
Dang.
what's your score prediction? Because I got one last thing I got to do. So.
Okay, my score prediction is I can't get what you just said, man. 28-10. That's my score prediction.
Okay.
I actually wanted to bring it down a little bit, but yeah,
It's the Raiders.
a man over here told them they was going to take it and like it.
Oh
so
my God.
I just, I just
Sheeny know it.
got that off. Oh boy, dropped it in there.
man.
You know. Go ahead.
Pause.
It's on you, bro.
Oh no, I just have to do an apology to N'Kobe Dean.
Oh,
You almost got away with that one.
almost got away with it.
for context, our boy Sammy C was dogging him in the first quarter of that game, and then as soon as he said that, boom, right up the middle, sack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I was only supposed to give him a half of a sorry.
Yeah, because he missed that
yeah.
sack
He
at the
did.
end of the game.
Why?
That would have sealed the game.
Would've sealed the game.
essentially.
Yeah. So yeah, Nakobe, you get a half apology. Well,
Do something better against the Raiders.
yeah, you
Kenny Pickett.
You missed that. You missed that sack against Kenny Pickett. I can't keep Sammy C off you much longer, bro. Can't.
Oh man.
But yeah. Reggie and Jerome, our faithful listeners, all is not lost. The Birds will turn this around, but we told you in the beginning of the season, or when we first started this pod, we do it 3-14, or 14-3. The Birds are our squad, and we ride with them. Nothing changes. We just want them to turn it around.
Until maybe after this week.
Yeah. If you see a graphic change on the same podcast and it's like black and orange, or we start talking about the winter meetings, you knew we didn't fell the fuck off.
You might see a letter come off.
Yeah. You know, the ship be sinking, but we trying to write it. Guys, great job as always.
That was awesome.
This was awesome. This was fun. Jay Valdi, as always.
Yeah,
thanks for
thank
coming
you.
in the pinch hit.
Absolutely. Thank
You know?
you, guys.
We're trying to get Jay Valdi's spirits up because he's a little despondent, you know. But yeah, this was great. Keep the emails coming. We thank everybody for listening to us. We love it. And we love talking about the Birds. If we wasn't doing it on these microphones, we would maybe be at the Double Eagler somewhere talking about it, drinking our sorrows away. But yeah, as always, we'd like to get out of here. Thank you, and go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds, dickhead.
We out.